What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with Technical Solutions. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day. My name is Ricky. If you guys don't know who it is that I am, I have a little bit over 128,000 subscribers. And if you have ever wanted to get started in investing in the stock market, I own and run one of the largest networking platforms, over 90,000 free members. That's the third link in the description. If you ever want to surround yourself with like-minded individuals that share their best practices and share their mistakes, then again, that's the third link in the description. Okay, Google. Pause. So it's been a green day. If you guys follow me on my Instagram account, I think it's like the 4th, 5th, or 6th link in the description. I'm not too sure. It says Ricky's Instagram. I am going to encourage you that if you don't follow me already, I have a little bit.
I'm not sure how to help.
Okay, Google. Pause. There we go. All right, so right? Okay, yeah, we're all good there. So if you guys don't follow me already, that link is going to be down below. And in my story on Instagram, I shared my profits, and I usually share the some of the profits of the people that are part of my private group or are part of Technical Solutions altogether, right? We have a couple thousand members, so I can't share everything, but I just wanted to encourage you guys, if you guys can do me the biggest favor, just to follow me if you guys don't already. It'd mean a lot. So yeah, we got people talking about the song that was just playing. It's Save That Money by yeah. But yeah, I wanted to make this video. I'm going to make it pretty simple, easy to understand. And it's about two stocks that are Fortune 500 companies, so multi-billion-dollar companies that offer pretty consistent patterns and that have experienced huge sell-offs. So what does the term oversold mean? Well, when a stock is usually overbought, it means that it's most likely overpriced. Therefore, the demand is not going to be as great. When a stock is oversold, right, it's so-called a good deal if it can recover. And that's exactly what I'm going to talk about. None of these stocks are stock recommendations by any means. I'm going to be talking about the stocks that I see value in, why I see value in, my whole thought process. That's the most important part. I hope that you can use my thought process that I share with you, and you can use that concept and reflect on, any stock that you're trying to break down or identify. Since you're going to understand this pattern, be able to use it as a reference. So when you see something that follows that similar pattern, then you at least know what to identify, right? I'm not going to teach you or tell you what to trade. I'm going to teach you the concept so you can use that concept and be able to use it or reference it to any of the stocks that you want to trade yourself. So yeah, some of you guys are already guessing the stock. I called it out in the Tech Buds group. I called it out in the Learn Plan Profit group. That's my private group. That's the first link in the description. And I don't want it to be like any question, any surprise. The first stock is going to be Facebook. That's ticker symbol F. And the second stock is going to be ticker symbol ORCL, if I'm not mistaken. It's Oracle, right? I'm going to be showing you the patterns. I'm using the TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim platform. So it's going to be here. Boom, boom. Let me make myself a little bit smaller. But guys, we have one heck of a day ahead of us. The McLaren, well, you guys know like my McLaren, right? So I am going to be visiting a location in Chandler, and they are potentially going to sponsor my car for some new rims. So we're actually, me and Harley, Robinhood Harley is right next to me. If you guys don't follow Robinhood Harley, let's see if you guys can see him. He's a little shy. Come into the frame. Over here. There you go. So he's actually doing his own DD right now on different stocks that he's going to be calling out. He's going to be making a video today. So if you use the Robinhood application, or you've ever want to get started and want kind of like very simple steps and best practices for the Robinhood app, then feel free to follow him. He's one of the top future channels on my YouTube. So you can go on my YouTube channel. On the right-hand side, it says Robinhood Harley or Harley White. It's a little yellow face. So click on him and be sure to subscribe. So let's go ahead and get right to it. It's going to be very quick and simple. So the first one is going to be ticker symbol F. Why is it that I might find, oh, sorry, it's not ticker symbol F. That's Ford. It's FB. My goodness, I apologize. But one thing that I found when it came down to breaking down Facebook is this is one thing that I did cover in the Learn Plan Profit group. So the Learn Plan Profit group, it's my private group that I mentor. That's part of my course group. And we jump on a call every single day at market open for about 30 minutes to an hour. And one thing that we talked about on Facebook or about the pattern of Facebook is, let's look at this one-year analysis. It was showing this very, consistent growth. But if you've seen within the past, couple months, it's almost been showing signs of a very horizontal pattern. Do you see this? That's been really starting to flatline. It's not been making new highs. It's been really consolidating. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Well, I mean, it's showing some form of a potential reversal, right? It actually dropped below, as you can see right here. It dropped below the 180-day or the 1-year, SMA indicator, which it's never done before. So, I mean, that's not huge signs. There's also, I believe, some news that came out that Mark Zuckerberg sold a certain amount of his shares, which obviously was not just the best news, right? When you see the CEO of a company selling off, a large number of shares, that's not going to be something that a lot of people are going to find very encouraging to want to invest in Facebook when their CEO is already pushing out a large number of shares, right? So there's some like red flags that might be going on. But when it comes down to the technical, do I think that thinking about Facebook being one of the largest multi-billion-dollar companies, right? Do I think that Facebook is just going to, go to crap, right? Is it just going to go down to like, $100? It can, and anything can happen, right? Especially in the stock market. But what most likely realistically is going to happen? Well, based off of these patterns, the really strong support / resistance that it's shown before has been $170. Do you see that it's done a lot of consolidation? It's bounced here multiple times, and it's been a known support area. It did have a sell-off today, and it sold off even more, right? It's down 2.52%, and it actually recovered quite a bit on the last 4 hours of the market open. You can see that the MACD indicator is starting to try to curve back in, and so is the RSI. You can see that the volume. So let's look at the volume. You guys can see the volume on like a 20-day analysis, how much more present the volume is when it's been experiencing the sell-off. That's a lot of like hype, a lot of potential manipulation that is going on, right? A lot of people just throwing their shares, a lot of scared sellers. That's great for those that are already not invested in Facebook. And the reason that I say that is when that volume, when all that hype starts dying out, we'll see Facebook start to slowly come back up, consolidate at around 170. If this pattern continues, right, it'll slowly start consolidating. The volume will start to, flatline, and then it'll start to recover. Its overall resistance is right around 185. I think this is a very realistic resistance based off of previous patterns as it's hit this multiple times. So from 170 to 185, we see an 8.66% potential for profit. Based on its current price point at around like 160, 167, 168 to around 185, we could see 10% plus. So it just depends on how it is that you want to approach this. But again, thinking about, hey, I'm investing, I have the opportunity to invest in Facebook. And so many people think that, I want to buy Facebook when it's, doing very well, when it's peaking out. Or realistically, when it comes down to swing trading, I like to buy something when I can get a good deal. Also, one thing that you do want to know is that the overall pattern for Facebook with this SMA indicator acting as a previous support, right, is almost showing signs of this like peak formation. Like if you guys, can you see what I'm talking about? So like this SMA indicator, do you see how it's been consolidating? It's been consolidating, and now the candles are actually actively trending below the actual SMA indicator itself. So now the SMA indicator is most likely going to start acting as a resistance and not so much as a support as it was acting as a support over here when the candles or the overall pattern was way above the SMA, acting as a support. Now it's most likely going to be acting as a resistance. Again, very simple call out: support at 170, resistance at 185. It's something that I see value in. I'm going to set my alert here at 170 so I can get alerted when it breaks above 170. Again, if it doesn't break above 170, I don't want to invest in something that's actively trending down, regardless of how credible the company can be, because who am I to say that it won't continue to fall? If you do go in right now without any verification or confirmation that it's going to be going up, yes, you might be good, but again, just with high risk comes high reward. And if you don't want to risk that much, then that's why it's so important, in my opinion and in my experience, to wait for the confirmation. Very simple breakdown. The last one is going to be, I'm going to do this one. So I want to give a shout out to one of our members that brought this one up to my attention. It was actually 3 members that direct messaged me, and they all had different breakdowns, but with their scans or with certain people that they were networking with within TechBook Solutions or within the Learn Plan Profit Lesson Library, they came across Oracle. So Oracle is a multi-billion-dollar, if I'm not mistaken, it's a software company, right? Right? Yeah. And when it comes down to the overall patterns that this shows, I would draw a support line right around $47. And as you guys can see right here, I already have my alert set. I have my alert if it makes new lows at around $46, sub 46, or if it breaks above $48, starts to show signs of an uptrend pattern. Why can that be effective? Well, look at this previous pattern that it's been showing. It's been making new highs, which is attractive, but realistically, I'm pretty conservative. I don't care too much about making new highs or maximizing overall profits. I want to make sure that I can cover profits on a consistent basis. And you guys are going to laugh at this in just a minute because I was up about $900 on the day and I didn't cover profits quick enough when I told everyone else to cover profits. And that was on my position on you guys. So, but as you guys can see, it had a huge sell-off. It offers great opportunity for those that are not already in it. But I wanted to make sure that when I invest in something that it's actively trending up. And let's look at and use the previous patterns as an example. When it had a sell-off, we wait for the break above the EMA, it consolidates for a little bit, and then it really starts and gets going. So let's say we do wait till the break of $48 and we can sell at around $43. That's about 10% potential for profit. Again, a very simple pattern, very horizontal pattern. Investing in a reputable company. It's not a descending pattern, nothing like that. We're not investing in any low cap like BS stock, right? We're investing in something that's reputable, and at least that makes sense to me. And that's why I wanted to talk about this one. The pattern that I see, it's a very horizontal pattern, and why I believe that this one can be a potential kind of like swing trade or day trade, if that's what you want to view it as, to kind of look out for. Do your own due diligence. Make sure you do your own breakdown. Make sure that you plan out your trade on your entry, exit, and stop loss before entering if you do choose to take a position, but make sure it's something that you truly do see value in. So let's see. What's going on, Raphael? Let's see. All right, I just wanted to see what everyone was saying. I'm going to talk about one more stock, and this one is not, I don't think, at its very bottom, but if you guys have watched, people continue to ask me about Tesla. I made a joke about Tesla that I'm going to buy $50,000 worth of Tesla at around $300 when it starts to reverse because of the potential that it has to, very consistent horizontal pattern from 300 to 340. But the reason that it was so called a joke was because I was going to use that money that I make. So if I invest about $50,000 and buy at 300 and sell at 340, it's about 13% growth. So I can use those profits, a little bit over $5,000. I can use those profits and then pre-order like a new Tesla or something like that me and the boys here at the house can like enjoy. So I felt like it would be funny to invest in a company, make that money, and then reinvest it by being able to buy actually one of their products. One thing that I do want to note is that it is descending. It does have a previous support at 300. It is at 310 and it has continued to break support levels from 330, 320, and now we're waiting for the break below 310. And I'm going to set my alert. I'm going to set my alert at 305 so I could be alerted. I honestly think that it can hit 290. And I'm going to wait for the reversal. I don't care if it hits 300. Just because it hits 300, I'm not going to buy right away. I'm going to wait for it to sell off and then for it to start to reverse back up. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to be disciplined, especially if I'm going to take a big position. I want to make sure that I'm fully confident with my overall position size and the overall pattern that I'm trading. The reason that I'm saying that is because Tesla with this SMA indicator is showing signs of this potential peak formation. So that's not, it's been making like lower highs, right? So it hit highs of 360, then it hit highs of about 350 the following time, and it continues to descend, and that's not a very attractive pattern. I think it still offers potential, and Tesla being a multi-billion-dollar company, that's great and all, but overall patterns, in my opinion, outweigh my overall hope for what Tesla ends up doing. So I just wanted to recap on the last trade. So I ended up trading UGAS today. UGAS ended up closing green. And I made a video about UGAS yesterday and why I saw value in it, using the futures for natural gas and using it as a reference. One of my biggest mistakes for today is I told everyone within the Learn Plan Profit Group and TechBud Solutions as well, hey, UGAS is above $57. This is a potential resistance. It might be time to cover profits. I made sure that everyone was aware of it. And guess what? I personally did not cover profits. I was so focused on assisting everyone. Not even just that. I didn't cover profits. I didn't set, my limit order was set, I think, at like 57.99. It was set way too high. I was staying too focused on responding to people through direct message that I didn't pay attention to my own position. I ended up having to cover profits. And if you want to see my profits for the day, make your way on over to my Instagram. Again, the link is down below, and I showcase my profits there. And if you can, then feel free to follow. I have like 128,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I have like 20,000 followers on Instagram. So if you guys can, it would really help me out, just so we could get more followers on that Instagram account. I totally understand if you guys don't want to or don't see value in my day-to-day tasks on my Instagram account. So, that is pretty much it. Just wanted to talk about very simple patterns, pretty, I think, stable patterns and companies themselves that have oversold. I do have two more stocks themselves that are Fortune 500 companies that I'm going to be sharing with the Learn Plan Profit Group. That's the private group. That's the first link in the description. So for all those, so let's see. Adrian is asking, is the LPP a one-time payment? Yeah, so one-time charge. There is no monthly subscription, nothing like that. We do not sell alerts. We provide a course that I continuously update and provide new content for. And then you get access. So right as soon as you sign up for the course, there's the first section. There is a link that will guide you on over to our private group chat, which is where we have our daily voice chat calls. Every single day, Monday through Friday, you get the ability to speak to me and the private group on a daily basis over voice. So I talk for about the first 10 minutes about the top stocks that I see value in and why I see value in. So again, I'm not just calling stuff out. I'm sharing my whole thought process. And then everyone who has an idea or a stock idea that they want to potentially invest in, they run that idea past me. So just imagine any stock that you potentially want to invest in, being able to reference that through me, and then I give you my own 2 cents. Maybe I would wait for this. Maybe it's not such a good deal. So again, just having someone that might be a little bit more knowledgeable with patterns to guide in the right direction. And I want you guys to use me as a tool and as a resource to become a more effective and efficient trader. So that's pretty much it. So you want to see this? As Austin Marks is saying, Ricky is better than Tom Brady. This guy's cracking up.
He doesn't even know who Tom Brady is.
Yeah, he's a guy from the quarterback from the Patriots, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's like one of the highest paid athletes for football, right?
Right now it's, Jimmy Garoppolo is like the top over like the next 5 years, but
I don't know. And his wife is a Victoria's Secret model, right?
Yeah, she's richer than him.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. So you see, that's his first one. No, I'm totally kidding. But yeah, just want to make this very simple video. Thank you guys again so much for your time and for tuning in. I hope that you guys enjoyed this simple breakdown. I'm sorry that this video was a little bit over 16 minutes. I wanted to make sure that I showcase not only the stocks and call out a stock that I might see value in, but share my whole thought process, everything it is that I think about that stock, giving you guys a transparent, real opinion, and how I would plan to invest in it. So I hope that can guide you in the right direction, as well as kind of giving you guys just refreshing your minds on how important it is to cover profits. So although I was distracted, I should have set my alerts or set a limit order to cover profits on you guys, because I was up over $900 and I ended up closing my position less than $900. And again, you guys can follow me on Instagram if you guys want to see exactly what I closed my position on. So I do have to go. Me and Harley are going to make our way over. We're going to be taking the McLaren over to Chandler in Arizona. We're going to be visiting the shop so we can get new, I think it's like fitment or something like that for the new rims that I might be getting for the McLaren. So thank you guys again so much for your time. Continue working hard, continue following your dreams. Let your passion be what drives you in your success. And if you guys haven't watched yesterday's hilarious video of Ella's reaction in the McLaren, then be sure to check my YouTube channel out. You guys don't have to subscribe if you guys don't want to, but be sure to check that video out. Trust me, you are going to want to wait to the end because of some jokes that I played on my roommates. So thank you guys again. Like always, continue working hard. Oh, I already said that. The first link down below, if you guys want to invest 30 seconds and just check out my private group and how I've been able to help out thousands of members, make consistent profit, then I would love to be a part of your success. Just be sure to do your own due diligence and to learn a little bit more about our group and see if you think that I can be an effective teacher or instructor for you. Thank you guys again. Like always, let's make sure that in the year on a green note. Okay, Google, play. Oh, there we go. What's going on, Matthew? What's going on, Travis? What's going on, Joseph? Pretty Ricky. Ricky's a beast. What's going on, Jack and Rap? What's going on, man? Money Monster. What's going on, brother? The Insane Tiger. All right, team. Thank you again.